Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about an order I placed from Zippo.com. I usually don't buy direct from Zippo just because their prices are a little bit more than you can get from a dealer. More times than not, just depends. Sometimes they'll have exclusive things that only they have. And that's part of why I placed this order. But what really made me order from them was an advertisement I had. Okay, I had an email, which I regularly get. I'm part of the newsletter or whatever for Zippo. When they get new stuff, I'll see emails on it. And sometimes I'll click on them, sometimes I won't, just kind of depends. But for some reason I clicked on this one and I saw something that was really, really strange. It was a brand new Zippo design that they were advertising along with some other ones. And it felt like a sign, some kind of weird sign. I started crying. When I first saw it, I started crying. I'm like, that's so weird. So first I'll show you the Zippo. This is really why I placed the order, but also because of this. So this is what they were advertising right after, this is I think the day after or maybe 2 days after Gus passed away. They said, hey, check out our new lighter. And it is a fist bump with a doggy paw, brown, just like Gus's, and a person's fist, and it says BFF, best friends forever. That's weird. That's just, that's really, really weird. And the second I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get it. I have to get it. So yeah, I don't have a 2020 Zippo anyway in my collection. So this is the first one, but I thought that was, this is something I'll have forever. I just thought that was really, really weird and cool at the same time. So if you got a dog buddy, a dog BFF, definitely worth looking into. But besides the actual Zippo, I saw this this tool. This is Zippo's part of their outdoor line, and they call this the Surefire Multitool, which is Surefire, obviously a known flashlight company. So when you say, oh, it's a Surefire tool, the assumption is maybe Surefire makes it. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's a little like a fire starting multi-tool. So we have a couple, basic tools in the handle here, which kind of feel a little bit flimsy. They rock back and forth. It sounds like it locks up nice, but it's not. It's just a, back spring that's in there. So we have a little saw, which actually feels pretty effective. We have a little combination flathead and bottle opener. And then we have a blade. And the blade doesn't really come to much of a point at all, but it is sharp. I have to say it is nice and sharp. But again, these tools, they rock back and forth, so it feels a little flimsy to me. We'll see in the in the future. But the purpose of me getting this was the specialty tools on top. So this lifts up, and this is basically a grater for tinder. All right, so you get your stick, your wood, whatever you happen to use in fat wood would be awesome, and you literally grate it like cheese. And then you have your small tinder to catch a spark. And then you also have their little wheel and flint combination to throw those sparks. Whoop, it goes one way. There we go, much better. So there you go. So you grate your little bit of wood there, or tinder, whatever you're doing, throw a spark at it to light it, and you should be good to go. So that was a really interesting combination. You can see the markings on the inside here. Get the light right. So Surefire Multitool, all right, model Z5A18 and then A20. So this was manufactured January 2020. All right, you can see it is made in China. I know a lot of people aren't very happy about these days, and that's totally fine. So yeah, the reason I got it from them, I saw the Zippo and I knew I was going to place an order. I'm like, I have to have that. That's done. And then I saw this on the website, or actually saw this in the email going down. I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. Maybe I'll get that for my multi-tool collection. And then I looked elsewhere to see if it was cheaper, and I couldn't find it. It could have changed, since I first saw this, but this is the only place I saw it was directly from Zippo. I'm not sure if they're ever going to be available outside of their website, so I wanted to grab one while I could. Also, this weird cheap lanyard that's on here is actually fire cord. Okay, so it's the fire paracord, so you can open that up and you can throw a spark at that as well if you don't have tinder. All right, just as an aside, because it looks like a cheap little lanyard you might want to take out or take off and throw away. But you probably want to keep it together. There is a bail, as you can see here. All right, so it's a nice, interesting little, multi-tool. So here's the paperwork to show you the breakdown again. I think I covered everything. but that's that. All right, little tinder grater, as they call it. And then how to use that spark wheel. And I'm assuming, actually, I haven't checked since I've had this yet, but I'm assuming that you can obviously pop the wheel up, maybe, to replace the flint. Because you must be able to replace the flint somehow. Doesn't feel like it slides up. It does show you the direction that you're supposed to rotate this, though, for sparks, which is good. Because like I said, one way is way effective, the other way not so much. Anyway, I'll figure out in the future. I'm sure it is replaceable, but who knows, maybe it's not. So yeah, that's that. And then the last thing was a candle. This is a total impulse purchase. They had 3 different candles. They're all, you know, spirit related, I guess, you know, booze related. This one, obviously, as you can see, is the dark rum and oak. And I think there was another one, whiskey something, and then bourbon something. I read the descriptions of how they smelled, and this one sounded like it smelled the best, so I got this one. What's really cool is the top is a natural bark cork. All right, so we have the cork with the bark on, which you usually don't see. That's kind of a cool little touch. God, the cork smells so good. I did burn this last night for exactly 1 hour, just to see how it would throw, you know, the room scent and everything, and you could barely smell it. It is super unfortunate. I mean, I burned it in my living room. I have vaulted ceilings, so the ceilings are, it's quite a large area to fill up with scent. I was sitting next to it and didn't smell anything after an hour, you know, but I guess I'll use it in a smaller room and see if it kind of fills the room up. But it smells wonderful. At first, it almost smells like some kind of really good cologne, but then the more I smell it, it smells more feminine, like it could be a perfume. And it's supposed to be rum and orange blossom and patchouli and a little bit of coffee. I definitely don't get coffee. I can smell that kind of orange blossom patchouli mix with the rum. You definitely smell that. It really is wonderful. It is really, really nice. I think it's a soy wax. They have all the details on their website, but I mean, it could use more oil. It is small and it is expensive. This was $20, and you figure $20 for a candle is not that big of a deal. They claim 35-hour burn time. I don't really know. It's a small candle, so we'll see. Again, I mean, I normally wouldn't spend $20 on a candle this small or anything, but hey, you know, it's a Zippo candle, so I had to see, right, to kill my curiosity, and now it's killed. So yeah, I'll burn that occasionally, I guess, in a smaller room, maybe the bathroom. The bathroom is quite small in my house. Both of them. I have 2 bathrooms, but they're both pretty tiny. I'm sure it'll smell really nice in there. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. Impulse purchase on the candle. Definitely wanted to try the multi-tool, but what brought me there in the first place was this Zippo. That was just, I don't know, meant to be for me, I guess is all I could say. Super, super strange timing is all. Over the years, Zippo has had plenty of dog-related or pet-related, you know, models, paw prints, and different breeds. I don't know. I mean, I think I want to say I've seen a bulldog on a Zippo before, but I don't recall exactly. But a lot of, like, you know, like I said, pet-themed models in general. But that could not have been, you know, better. I think that even if Gus was still with us, I'd probably be interested in this. It's just really cool. But again, the timing was just very strange in a really nice way. So yeah, that's it. Zippo.com. Occasionally they'll have coupons and stuff. I unfortunately did not be able to use one, but they do run specials and stuff. People always ask me, oh, where do you get Zippos? I always get them from Zippo.com because I trust it. There's fake Zippos out there, but I wouldn't really be too concerned about it unless you're buying like a used one that's collectible, like a Vietnam era or Black Crackle or something like that. I wouldn't worry about it. Most places online, the Zippos are genuine. I do like getting Zippos. I've gotten them before through like BladeHQ. They have a bunch of different Zippo models, but there's tons of dealers online. You can get them through eBay. As long as they're brand new and they're relatively cheap models to begin with, they're probably not fake. They're probably real. If you physically want to check, you know, like actually look at them in person, the best place is smoke shops. You know, if you walk into a local smoke shop or tobacco shop, wherever you live, more times than not, they have a big old revolving Zippo display. Occasionally you get lucky and you'll find one of those in a gas station. Just kind of depends. It's hit and miss. But as far as ordering online, I really, like I said, I wouldn't be too worried. If you're paying anywhere from, you know, $15 to $30 for a Zippo, it's probably real. So I wouldn't worry about that as far as fakes and stuff. All the fakes that people are doing are the used collectible ones, not necessarily new ones. But of course, if you don't mind getting it from Zippo, or if you happen to want a new model that's not out yet, obviously Zippo's main website is a good place as well. It's just like I said, it's retail, So you're going to pay the most usually there. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.